Close your eyes now. Imagine you are standing on the high windy cliffs of a forgotten era, 1,800 years ago. The very foundations of the world were trembling. The great Han dynasty, once as stable as the mountains, is now like a dying candle in a cold autumn wind. Can you hear it? Far off in the distance, a low rumble, like thunder before a storm. These are the voices of 100,000 souls, wearing yellow turbans, a tidal wave of desperate hearts, trying to break the old world. They believed the blue sky was dead, and a yellow sky was rising. But remember what the Tao teaches us. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Even this massive storm, this great upheaval of history, is just a single breath in the long life of the earth. Inhale the cool night air, and as you exhale, let the shouting of the ancient armies fade into the soft mist of your mind. You are not in the battle. You are the mountain, immovable, watching the clouds of war pass by your peaks. Now, travel with me down to the banks of the mighty Yangtze River. The air here is heavy with the scent of pine and river water. Look out over the dark waves and see the Iron City, created by Cao Cao's ambition. Thousands of ships chained together, a forest of masts. Reaching for the moon, he stood on his deck, singing to the stars, believing he could hold the entire world in his hand. But the Tao is like water. It cannot be held. It cannot be commanded. See now, the first spark of fire drifting on the wind. In an instant, the river becomes a sea of flame. The sky at red cliffs turns a terrifying, brilliant crimson. All that gold, all those dreams of empire melt into liquid ash. What was once solid and heavy becomes light as smoke, rising into the infinite dark. Ask yourself now, as you lie in the softness of your bed, what are the chains in your life? What heavy plans are you trying to protect? Just as the fires of red cliffs eventually cooled, your worries will also turn to grey ash, washed away by the gentle silver flow of the eternal Tao. Let the heat of your day be cooled by the river. Sink deeper into the cool silence. The years flow like the river, deep in the mountains. At Wuzhang Plains, a small lantern flickers. Inside a lonely tent, Zhuge Liang, the sleeping dragon, the man who could whisper to the wind and call the rain, now sits in the ultimate silence. He spent his whole life trying to mend the broken sky, trying to restore a dream that had already passed. He watches a single star falling from the purple sky. He knows his work is finished, not because he won, but because he realized that the Tao flows as it will, not as we wish. To yield is to be preserved. This is the secret of the sage. Feel the waving of his fan, slowing down, stopping. The heavy burden of knowing everything is finally lifted from his shoulders. You too do not need to solve the world tonight. You do not need to fix anything or plan for tomorrow. Just let the star fall and embrace the velvet darkness that surrounds you. The strategist is at rest, and so are you. The three kingdoms, Wei, Shu, and Wu, were like three waves in a vast, lonely ocean. They crashed against each other with great sound and fury for 100 years, but the ocean remains the same today. No one remembers the names of the soldiers or the pride of the kings. Their bones have become the dust of the yellow earth. Their blood has become the water of the green river. Everything from your day, your small victories, your hidden pains, your endless thoughts are like those three kingdoms. They are merging, dissolving, returning to the great emptiness. There is no you to defend, no world to conquer. There is only this breath, this bed, and this peace. The surging Yangtze is now the pulse of your own heart. Quiet, steady, and infinite. You are the river, flowing past the ruins of history into the vast, dreamless sea. The mountains remain, the moon remains, and you are home. Sink now.